the last 48 hours, many tourists have been trying to leave the island as that fire burns. That includes a couple from right here in Bakersfield who's now back home. Eyewitness News reporter Leslie Valle spoke to the husband who's recounting those terrifying moments as he was trying to get out. Leslie?
Rochelle, Bakersfield native Tony Marion and his wife just got back to Bakersfield this morning after not knowing what their future would hold when seeing plumes of smoke from their hotel room.
There was no signs, all the stoplights were out, there was no direction anywhere, no one knew what to do.
Tony Marion and his wife were in Hawaii for a celebration of life. He, along with 32 other family members, were in Maui days before the deadly fire would break out. They were there to spread the ashes of a loved one and then to go home. But Marion convinced his wife to stay and enjoy the island just a bit longer.
And about 3 o'clock Monday morning, the power went out. And we knew right away when we got up Monday morning that things weren't looking right. All the businesses had shut down.
Marion says they were aware of Hurricane Dora, but didn't anticipate the fire.
You could look south and see some of the smoke coming off the top of the mountain, and then they started evacuation notices.
These are just some of the photos captured by Marion as they escaped the deadly fire.
We got within 2 miles of Lahaina, and it was, you could tell it was apocalyptic. There was black billowing smoke covering most of the town. You could tell it was structures were on fire, ambulances racing around, fire trucks.
Marion says he was able to drive around the island to get to the airport, but the drive was heartbreaking.
You see people gathering on corners with all their belongings, being emotional, you know, because they've been told to evacuate their house. You know, we could tell it was gotten really bad.
When they finally made it to the airport, hundreds were also there trying to evacuate as well.
We were lucky enough to get out of there last night about 6 p.m. Got home this morning about 5:30 a.m.
He says this is a trip he and his wife will never forget.
The whole thing, it was quite something I've never seen before in my life. That it was just the human toll part of it was hard to take.
Marion says the rest of his family left before the fire started, so he only had to worry about making sure he and his wife were safe. In studio, Leslie Valle, Eyewitness News.